Yes, lads, welcome to the long-awaited return of the Two-A-Side podcast. I'm Sam Davey.
And I'm George Ash, and today we're going to be going through our Premier League and Championship team season so far.
We're really sorry about the break that we had. I think it was 3 months.
Yeah,
We're going to try and get back to weekly uploads.
Yeah, been busy, had exams and stuff.
Had A-level mocks.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's all right. We're back into it now.
Yeah, we're just
hopefully weekly uploads.
Get straight back into it like we never left.
Okay.
We'll start with our Premier League team season.
Straight in. Goalkeeper.
I think this is a pretty safe one. I think most people should have this guy.
I put Matt Sells.
Yeah, I've got Matt Sells as well.
Last season he was considered as a mid-signing. I mean, he came in this season, been one of the best goalkeepers in the league.
Yeah, well they had like Keylor Navas
I know.
And they had that Vlachimos who went to Newcastle last season. They had loads of goalkeepers.
And then Turner, innit?
Turner was about. Everyone was about. They had so many. He was like 4th or 5th choice.
Yeah, and then he's just came in this season.
Cemented the spot. Obviously, he has been in the Premier League before with Newcastle.
Yeah.
And he stunk it up. He played only like 14, 15 games. But I'm pretty sure it was the season or the season before where they went down.
Yeah.
And obviously came back up straight away and have been up since. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was that season he was there or the season prior. He did come in with quite a bad
because of how he performed at Newcastle.
Because obviously he was doing really well in League One.
Yeah,
with Strasbourg,
but
got him to Champions League.
Don't know if he would have made it in the Prem.
But people slated, especially when they already had a couple of good goalkeepers, slated the signing of Sells. Yeah, but yeah, he's really proved all the doubters wrong.
I think 9 clean sheets.
Yeah, most in the league.
22 games.
22 games. He's got the highest save percentage in the league.
That's crazy. Even in the league, like Liverpool and Arsenal are the only teams, like apart from Forest, to have conceded less than Forest. So 20 for Liverpool, 21 for Arsenal, 22 for Forest. I think it is
third best team.
Defensive record. That is so crazy. He's had good performances under pressure.
Yeah.
Like I know you watched the Liverpool game that
he was really good.
Save against Gakpo at the end of the game when he shot outside the box. Even against Tottenham, he was playing really well. Yeah. He's just really good under pressure. He's been really good this season, and I think he deserves the team of the season so far.
The only thing is that people could have a criticism for Matt Sells for is that Forest still do average conceding a goal a game. They still have that, which is, you think it is weird because how can you have the highest clean sheets in the league, but then you on average concede a goal a game? Obviously, like when one goes in, maybe a couple go in. That's obviously how it works, but. Yeah, so people can have their criticism about that, but he's like 32 years old, so I know that's not as old as it gets for a keeper, but still,
it's quite
old.
Punk status.
Yeah, he did kind of revitalise his career because he was knocking around Belgium for the first half, and then he's well accomplished and proven now in France and in England.
Yeah,
he obviously isn't gonna complete all the other leagues. He's not gonna go Germany and Italy, but. 2 of the best leagues in the world. He's proven himself. He has a good
few years in him.
3 or 4-ish, you'd say.
At least to stay at Forest and do better, especially if they make Champions League.
To prove on, because they have got the Brazilian keeper. I think it is Miguel, the younger keeper. I think he's like 25, 26, who's will obviously be a good servant. I think it's really good how they sorted out the mess they had, because they did have 4 or 5 or 6 keepers.
Yeah, I know.
First choice keepers at the club last season. And now they've sort of sorted that out, and they've got one established keeper, where they had about 3 last season.
Yeah, exactly.
They've got one who's established, and they've got an established backup. And obviously, they'll have kids in the academy who are pretty, Forest have a really good academy.
Yeah.
So I think that's really, Sells has really established himself in this season. A lot of people will have stuff to say about Raya.
Raya, Alisson.
But the thing about Alisson and Kelleher have sort of both played half the season each. Yeah. Because Liverpool have as a team, Liverpool have the joint most clean sheets in the league with Forest on 9. But for Forest, Sells has all 9, and for Liverpool, Alisson has 5, Kelleher has 3, and Yaros has 1.
So it's just it's spread out.
It's spread out.
Meanwhile, at Forest,
Sells has been the mainstay. Which obviously you can't blame Alisson for because he got injured. But still, you have to just look at what's in front of you, and Sells has got that record.
Yeah.
really proved himself well above Raya, I'd say.
Yeah, I agree too. I think most Arsenal fans would put Raya above, but that's just Arsenal bias coming in there.
We'll never put Raya in goal for his team season so far a month ago. But I think, Raya's been good, but you just can't overlook what Sales has done, especially in a team like Forest.
Yeah, exactly.
Who have spent a lot of money, but haven't got the, Salibas and Gabriels at the back.
Yeah.
And, Arsenal play with 4 centre-backs and 3 CDMs.
Yeah.
So,
more defensive.
They're a much more defensive team. They play off corner,
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to have clean sheets in that sort of system. And they still don't have more than Sales. Raya doesn't have more than Sales. Yeah,
exactly.
So.
Shall we go for right back next?
Yeah, right back. Move on to right back.
All right, I think we've got the same one here. I've got Trent.
Yeah, Trent.
He was pretty much perfect until he was linked with Real, and I think it was that game against Man U where he was horrible in that game.
He played 85 minutes, and Conor Bradley played 5, and Bradley was better.
He lost possession 27 times in that game.
Yeah,
that is actually absolutely mental. But before that, he was playing really well. 5 assists. He had second best defensive record behind Arsenal, even though now it's like back then. Now he's first.
Now they've got the best defensive record.
And just in general, he has improved. Like his
defensive side of the game has definitely improved,
and he still has his attacking quality, like getting 5 assists
and stuff.
So overall, his game has just improved. So
yeah, definitely. He did make Team of the Year, didn't he?
Yeah,
was it him or was it Carvajal?
I think. Oh no, it was Carvajal.
It was Carvajal, wasn't him? Yeah, sorry. But yeah, he was in the running for it or whatever. But he was. He had trouble with England in the summer. Yeah. Obviously, the contract talks. So he's had a lot on him. He's fallen out of favour. He fell out of favour with Southgate. He obviously his whole professional career played under Klopp. Yeah. And now new managers came in. Obviously, that's going to be quite a worry for him. Like, obviously, he's so well renowned in his position. Yeah. But still, he'll be like, oh, what if the manager doesn't like me or wants to do what Southgate does and play me out of position?
Yeah, exactly.
And it doesn't work, and then he has something against me. And we have seen a sort of bitterness between Slot and Trent. Yeah. With the whole substitution things where Trent's looked moody and Slot's been unhappy. And
he doesn't want to come off the pitch.
He doesn't want to come off. But I think he's sort of got his head down, and the goal scored against West Ham and stuff, and he does the celebrations like I'm staying, and the goal scored against West Ham.
Yeah, it's kind of solidified.
Yeah, I hope he does stay, really does. But the main point for Trent this season is he has improved massively on his defensive game.
Yeah. And he still has his attacking prowess. So
yeah, of course.
Just improved overall.
Yeah, for sure. And then do you want to get on to the
centre back?
The centre back that should be there.
Okay, I think the most obvious one is Van Dijk.
Van Dijk's undisputable.
There's not really much to say, to be honest. Yeah. I think 2 yellow cards so far, so it shows
he's disciplined.
I saw a stat, it said he commits 0.38 fouls per 90 minutes, which is just crazy for a centre back.
Yeah. And he's he's the captain and arguably the best player, most important player in the side. They're on top of the league and have the best defensive record in the league.
Exactly.
So you can't say anything about that now, can you? He's he is a leader from the back, Van Dijk.
I just don't think there's much you can say about it. Everyone knows how good he is.
Yeah. He got Team of the Year.
Yeah, he got Team of the Year. He's just an amazing player. Wish he was at West Brom.
Yeah. But yeah, seriously, there's not really a lot to say.
No.
About.
Everyone knows how good he is.
Everyone knows how good he is. People will say that they will prefer another centre back like Rudiger or Saliba. People will prefer, but I just still think he's the best in the world at what he does, even though he's like nearly 32 now, I think.
Yeah.
But he is just so good, and he's really good on the attack as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Indisputable to be there.
Like you just said about Saliba, people saying that he's better than Van Dijk. I haven't even got Saliba in my team of the season.
No, neither have I. I think we do have a different other centre back though, because we have made different teams.
Yeah, we have made different teams.
Whilst it doesn't look like it so far, yeah.
We have. I've gone for Milenkovic.
And I've gone for his partner, Murillo.
So both Forest players. Both playing amazingly.
Yeah.
Do you want to say your reasoning or should I?
Yeah, so I think Murillo... I think the first thing you'd have to look at is Murillo's 5 years younger than Milenkovic. Milenkovic has already played European finals with Fiorentina and stuff. He didn't come to a Forest as an established centre back because he was kind of like he was regarded as a okay centre back in Italy. But Milenkovic has definitely stepped up now and he's one of the best centre backs in the country this season.
Yeah.
But I think Murillo, I think literally we were thinking about this video and then the game against Forest Liverpool happened. And just the way Murillo played in that match sort of...
Just amazing.
That solidified the spot for me in the team. He got man of the match and he broke the record in that game for the most clearances ever in a Premier League game in one single game. He's one of the best defenders in the league based on like won duels and aerial battles he's won and stuff like that. And obviously clearances is high. He is just really he's a monster. He's so young. He's like 6'4", 6'5". He's massive. Both of them are massive. And and he's just been rewarded with a brand new contract at Forest. I think they tied him down for like another. I think it was like 3 to 5-ish years.
Good for Forest as well, especially considering he's so young.
So young.
22.
He's got like a value of 50 mil. That's a really good. Because especially if they do get into financial troubles, he would be one of the players that'd be like, I'd assume that they'd be like, yeah, let's let him go because we could get
so much money from
80, 90 out of him.
Yeah.
But tying him down, I think not only is it a thing about keeping Murillo, but I think it's a thing about Forest saying, yeah, this isn't a one-season wonder.
Yeah.
We're one of the biggest clubs in the country and we're here to stay up at this end of the table. We'll move whoever, like Brighton, Brentford, we'll move them down the table. We'll start taking their place, which I think is brilliant for the Premier League.
Off topic, do you think that they're going to stay in the Champions League position?
Do I think they'll get Forest, Champions League at the end of the season?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because who's in that fourth right now? City?
No, Chelsea are fourth.
Yeah, Chelsea. Yeah, I don't think.
You don't think they'll get Champions League? I don't think they will,
just because I think Chelsea.
I think Chelsea will get it.
I think it'll be that top 5 because I think Newcastle's 6th right now.
Yeah.
And like you've just seen by the results of Bournemouth that they're pretty periodic in their form.
Yeah.
And like Bournemouth are not consistent enough. Brighton don't have the quality like to get Champions League.
Yeah.
If anyone's going to get it, I think it'll be Forest out of them guys.
Yeah, but you don't think they have the quality.
Chelsea with just like Palmer and stuff and while they are in Europe, they're not really in Europe.
Yeah.
So they've not got too much to worry about because we've got like 40 players.
Yeah, exactly.
They can field like 2 different squads per week. So I think they'll definitely make it. Arsenal and Liverpool, I think, are nailed on.
Yeah.
And I think City, with how much they're spending and stuff, I think Forest will get moved down to 5th, but I think it will be very close.
Yeah, I
think
agree.
It will go down to the last couple of game weeks. But I think if you told any Forest fan 5th at the start of the season,
they'd take that.
They wouldn't believe you. They'd call you a liar. But yeah, that's why I have Murillo over Milenkovic. But both of them have been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I've put Milenkovic because before he actually like signed for Forest were really struggling when it came to like set pieces, defending set pieces, and he's fixed that after he signed from Fiorentina.
Yeah, like the Darwin Núñez last-minute winner last season.
Yeah,
was from a set piece.
Yeah, it's just Forest. They was really struggling when it came to set pieces, and he's just completely fixed that as well as Murillo. But he's got a lot of aerial.
They're both huge guys.
A lot of aerial success rate. Like this season, he's got over 100 clearances, 24 tackles with like a 70% success rate, and he even scores and assists like on top of his defensive game. So he's just a great player. I think although like Murillo being really young is
in his favour future and stuff,
I don't think that you can consider that in team of the season so far.
And the thing is, I say that Milenkovic is 27.
Yeah, so he's not old.
For a centre back. He's got like another 7 years.
Yeah,
which is really crazy.
I think it's really close between them two.
Yeah, same.
But I just think Milenkovic just edges it.
Literally, I'd have Milenkovic in there. I don't really mind. Milenkovic could go in there for me.
We doing combined 11 at the end?
Yeah, sure. We'll throw it together. We'll throw it together right at the very end. Like we'll go through both the Prem and the Championship, and then we'll go back and sort out a joint 11.
All right.
Yeah, but Milenkovic, you mentioned he has over 100 clearances. I think that's really funny because when I was researching for my list, I saw the stat that the clearances per 90.
Yeah.
The third player, I forgot who it was, and then the second player was Murillo.
Yeah.
And then the third player was Morato, who's another another Brazilian defender for Forest. So literally, these guys must be clearing everything. If they're like 3 of their defenders have got them like.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
It must be. I've not watched a lot of Forest. I've only watched the I've not because Forest are their own beast when they're at home. I think often they're like second or third in the home form table.
Yeah.
Because obviously Brentford are the kings of that, but then Liverpool and Chelsea as well. But then I think Forest may be like up there after.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing at the City Ground with the big fan base they have behind them, they are just ridiculous. It must be so frustrating to play against. It was very frustrating for Liverpool to play against the other week.
Yeah.
I can imagine. I need to watch a lot more Forest games this season. Definitely. But yeah, I think that's good. Both of those players have been outstanding.
Yeah.
If it weren't for Van Dijk being so good, then they'd probably be the 2 in there together.
Yeah, I agree.
So, do you want to move on to left back, where we have another disparity in our list?
I've gone for Anthony Robinson.
Yeah.
Who have you gone for?
I've gone for Kirkes.
Okay, so I'll explain with mine first. I just think both defensively and in the attack, he's just been amazing. He's got, like, even against Arsenal, he got 6 tackles against Bukayo Saka, which just, like, Bukayo's one of the best wingers in the league. Bukayo's one of the best wingers in the league, and he's just, like, absolutely stopped
Especially
him.
on the ball. He's very good on the ball, Saka, isn't he? Mugged off Robertson for his first goal against Liverpool. I remember that. Sat him on as well.
He's just been amazing this season. He's got 9 assists so far as a fullback, which is just incredible.
Mm-hmm.
It just shows his attacking game, and even like the US are recognizing this. They've gave him the Player of the Year, even though they've got players like Reina, Weah, not Weah.
They do have Weah. Weah's good.
Yeah, Weah's good, but like he's not.
Weah's had a better year than Reina.
You think?
Definitely.
Okay. That's a story for a different episode.
Okay.
Pulisic, they've got McKenna, Balogun.
Yeah.
They've got so many different players that could have got the US Player of the Year, and he's the one who's took it as a fullback.
Especially with Winston McKennie at the minute for Juventus.
Yeah.
Putting in shifts at left back, right back, like he's playing all over the pitch for them.
Yeah, exactly.
And Pulisic obviously had a great year with Milan.
So getting it at a left back position, getting 9 assists at left back, shows his attacking game as well as his defensive game. He's just been really good this season.
He got 2 assists against Liverpool.
Yeah.
He was literally the only reason Fulham got scraped a 2-2 draw at Anfield. Was him. He was the full reason. But talking about fullbacks getting 2 assists in a game, you can't ignore what Kirkes has done when he got the 2 assists in Bournemouth's 2-1 win over Man City.
Yeah.
Because I think Kirkes as well, whilst he is only 5'7", I think he is, or 5'8", he's a shorter, especially for a defender.
Average height.
For a defender, he is pretty short. But he's been playing incredibly well defensively. He's won over half of his duels, and I think he's been one of the key players in Bournemouth's success this season.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff comes through him, because obviously a lot of fullbacks fullbacks. Another thing about fullbacks is that they've become very attacking orientated.
Yeah.
But he has won over half his duels. He is very defensively sound, which I rate about Kirkes a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, both of those fullbacks have been really, really good this season.
I think it's hard to determine who would
better.
Who would actually be the TOTS. I think we need more information on that. We'll go through it at the end.
I think both of them won't be at their clubs for very much longer.
No, I don't think so either.
I think both of them will get a move soon.
Moving on to the midfield now.
Midfield, yeah.
How are we meant to start this? I think.
I think we're both doing
most defensive.
4-3-3s, aren't we? Both doing 4-3-3s.
So we go most defensive to more attacking.
Well, you've got two. I've got two more defensive and then one attacking. Yeah.
So my first proper defensive one is Caicedo.
Yeah.
He's just been an anchor in Chelsea's midfield. He's even had to play in different positions when others play, Lavia. Even though I was thinking of putting Lavia in this list because he's been really good.
Lavia has been very good.
But Caicedo has just been really consistent, especially after last year where he signed, I think it was 115 mil.
Yeah.
And he just was shite.
Apart from that halfway line goal, he didn't really do a lot.
Yeah. But this season, he's just completely changed it. He's got good performances in big games, like the 3-0 win over Villa. I think he had the highest rating in that game. most key passes. He's just been really good. He's just overall a really solid player.
Yeah, I've got Caicedo as well. He's had to do a lot of jobs for Chelsea this season. He's played all over the place. He's played right back. I think he's played left back. He's played. He has played like everywhere.
Yeah.
He's got like I think like the highest. The thing that Caicedo has done very well this season is linking the play between Chelsea's defence and Chelsea's attack.
Yeah.
Because Chelsea's attack is obviously in its prowess, and obviously they've got a man that we'll get to very shortly.
Yeah.
But Nicholas Jackson's been on fire.
Yeah, he has.
Madueke's been on fire. And they have also got, with their fullbacks, like obviously Reece James, while he has been injured, has, everyone knows the quality of player he is.
Yeah.
Gusto, obviously, is an incredibly good player. And he's just been really good this season at linking the play between them. I think he's got the highest, most successful passes in the league.
Yeah.
He's got he's got one of the most like touches on the ball in the league.
Yeah. Good key passes.
He is very integral to what Chelsea do, how Chelsea play as a team.
Yeah.
He's become so important, and to be honest, he's looking like 115 million is what he's worth.
Yeah.
He's playing so well.
And he's so young as well.
He's still so young, 23. But another young midfielder who I'm sure we've both got, who plays in a similar way.
Gravenberch.
Yeah, similar age.
Yeah.
Gravenberch, who again, he is definitely the most improved player of the season.
Yeah, he's started every game this season, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You watch more games of Liverpool than I do, obviously.
Yeah.
But I just know that he's very good offensively and defensively.
He's literally like if you watch a game,
yeah,
you don't see Gravenberch at all. You literally he'll barely get on the ball. He won't do a lot.
Is it just off the ball?
And then you'll look like you'll be watching like after the game's finished and the stats come up. It'll be like, oh, Ryan Gravenberch pass map or something, and you'll see balls ping to here, there, everywhere, down like over to Salah, to Gakpo, to Diaz down the middle, and he basically does what Caicedo does, is like linking the play.
Yeah.
Between them, he's also got probably one of the highest amount of touches and key passes and successful passes in the league, because he literally just everything that goes through Liverpool goes through Gravenberch.
Yeah.
Or like gone are the days where it would be Robertson down the line to Mane or Trent down the line to Salah. Everything nowadays goes through those two CDMs of McAllister and Gravenberch.
Yeah.
It feels like, because both of them, but more Gravenberch
this season
especially have been just so important to everything. He seems ever present in the Liverpool side. It seems like he can't catch a break. He's averaged like a 7.5 match rate in this season,
which is amazing.
Which just proves he's just always doing more than he is needed of. And against Fulham, where centre back, who got sent off against Fulham? Centre back, I think it was Quansah. He moved to centre back for more than half the game, and he literally looked fine on the ball.
Yeah.
He's so good on the ball. He's silky smooth on the ball. He beats players effortlessly. It feels like I'm watching 2009 Busquets when I'm watching Gravenberch this season. It was I think it was against Spurs where he did the roulette and took two Spurs midfielders out of the game.
He can do it all.
He is incredible.
I did see a stat. It said he was the only midfielder in the top 5 leagues by November to have more than 30 tackles and 30 clearances.
Yeah.
And interceptions, like all 3 of them. And even like Petit, bigging him up, saying he's one of, if not the best midfielders in the Premier League, as well as Caicedo. It's high praise from a really good defensive midfielder.
Mm-hmm. He's played in the Premier League.
He's played in the Premier League,
he was in baseball, wasn't
he? Yeah.
Maybe.
And like, he's just been a lot better under Slot than he was under Klopp, I think.
Yeah. Honestly, it's got to be the Dutch players under Slot. I think so, yeah. Because Gakpo and...
really steps it up.
Gakpo's really stepped it up as well. But obviously, you can't say anything about Van Dijk, because he's always been that guy.
And the thing is, with Slot, it doesn't look like other nation players have fallen off. Like Salah, Luis Diaz, they've all been playing really good. Darwin Núñez has gotten better.
Yeah, the only player that kind of looks to not be matching the levels he was at last season is Jarell Quansah. He's looked really off it this season so far, but he's still incredibly young. And I'm sure he'll come back to it. He'll be a great centre-back in the future.
100%.
Play for England, start for England and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Caicedo and Gravenberch, they're two very similar players. in what they do and how they play. And Chelsea and Liverpool play the same formation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're extremely similar in what they do, and they've both stepped it up from last season where they were sort of more in the pits. They have stepped it up massively.
Yeah.
And I think what has helped as well is Rodri being injured.
Yeah, it shows.
The talk of the CDM was always the talk about Rodri.
Because he just is the best CDM in the world.
Yeah, he's one of the best. He's probably the best to ever play in the Prem.
What, CDM?
Like a 6, straight 6. He has to be one of the best.
He's one of, if not the best, yeah. But because he's been injured, it's given more shine to
players like Gravenberch, like Caicedo.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Lavia, like Yates.
Yeah, it's just given a lot more shine to players in that position.
Yeah.
And they've just been really good. Petit also although he said Gravenberch, he also included Caicedo in that conversation.
Yeah, they've both been incredible.
They've just both been amazing this season.
Yeah. And I'm sure we both have the same more attacking midfielder. You can't not have him.
I've got Cole Palmer.
Yeah, same. It is just another year of the same stuff. Everyone thought last year maybe was it a one season thing? Were we looking at the next Dele Alli? But no, he's really put all of those claims to bed.
Yeah, 14 goals, 6 assists.
Second in the league for goals and assists. He got Team of the Year again.
Yeah. He's a very versatile player as well. He can play as a 10, he can play as a winger.
Yeah, he can play up front.
He can play anywhere.
Yeah.
I did see another thing as well. Because he's got 20 goal contributions in 2 consecutive seasons.
Yeah.
For Chelsea, that's the only player to accomplish that, apart from Eden Hazard.
Yeah, wow.
Which is just crazy.
Yeah.
Not only player, sorry, the last player to do it, sorry, was Eden Hazard, which is quite a while ago if you think about it.
5 years now.
I don't think there's much really to say about. Everyone knows how good he is. He's a great player. He can do it all.
He is, and he just backs it up as well. Every time you think he's going a bit quiet, he backs it up with great individual performances.
Yeah,
he was brilliant against Spurs, for example, in the London derby where he got those penalties.
Yeah, and he's very composed when he takes those penalties.
Extremely.
I think he's converted 3 out of 3. I think it is.
It wouldn't shock me that he's got a straight
100%. Yeah, conversion rate. Yeah. He's just he's cold.
He is cold. He is cold at what he does. And now let's move on to the wingers. Left winger or right winger first?
It's up to you, mate. I don't really mind.
We'll go.
I've gone left.
We'll go left. Okay. I've got someone kind of out of position.
Who have you got?
I've got Mbeumo on the left.
Okay.
Because there's obviously a man you have to make room for on the right.
Yeah, I know.
But Mbeumo he's played literally all but 5 minutes this season for Brentford. And everyone was saying without Tony, it'd be over for Brentford. But literally, he's now their 3rd highest Premier League goal scorer of all time because Wissa and Mbeumo have both overtaken him.
Yeah.
And I know there is talks of Wissa going to Forest. And going back to what I was talking about earlier, I think if they secure this signing of Wissa, that will establish them as a club that's there to stay at the top.
Yeah.
Because Brighton and Brentford themselves would be taken from clubs down the end, down the lower half, but they're shopping in the lower top half, showing that we're above you guys, we're here to stay. But anyway, back onto Mbeumo. He's 5th this season in the rankings of just straight goals and assists.
Yeah.
I think behind Salah, Haaland, Palmer, Isaac, and then it's him. He's been doing brilliantly for Brentford. Him and Wissa have just been doing so well.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to say about him. He's still 25. He's not extremely young, but he's not super old. He has, and I don't see him moving away.
From Brentford? Neither do I. I can't see him. I can't envision him at a different club.
Everyone always talks about him being the Salah replacement, or him moving on to City, or anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere big, or United, but I can't see Mbeumo leaving Brentford.
Neither can I.
I just think I can see Wissa leaving, but I can't see him leaving. It's just the type of player to stay, I think. I can't
envision him in another football shirt.
I think if he was to move, he'd go back to France.
Yeah, probably.
To like PSG or something. But yeah, and Mbeumo, I think, he's really impressed this season because, again, is this the second or this is the second season without Tony? Because he was at Brentford last season, but he got the ban stuff
for gambling.
Yeah, so while he did already kind of prove that he could be that Tony replacement, this is the first official season no Tony. And while they did sign Igor Thiago, who massively impressed in the Belgian league, and probably would massively impress in the Premier League, he got injured.
Yeah.
And Damsgaard's to step in, and Visser's moved into the middle. And Damsgaard, again, has looked really good. But yeah, I think when Igor Thiago is back and firing on all cylinders, and it's that front three of Igor Thiago and Visser on the left and Mbeumo on the right, I think, Brentford are going to be looking good, and I think they'll secure that position of like 8th, 7th.
Yeah, I agree. I've gone for a different player though. I've gone for Matheus Cunha.
Yeah.
I think in an underperforming Wolves side, he's been the standout player.
Easily.
Like, even though I hate Wolves, Cunha is such a great player. Like, there's not you have to admit that he's a great player. I think he's got 10 goals, 4 assists in a side like that. That's incredible. Like, it shows his goal scoring abilities.
Because a lot of it he's doing on his own as well, like the straight corner, like straight corner against United.
He's just a very consistent player, and in that team, he's the standout player. Like, I can't name you one other Wolves player this season who.
I know he's been good.
Yeah, I know, but like he's like compared to Cunha, you wouldn't.
He's not comparable to Cunha. I'd say he's been good, but Cunha's been brilliant.
Cunha has just been next level this season.
I think Wolves have had a couple of players who are good, like Ait Nouri and like. Andre and stuff in the middle and Gomez in the middle, but Cunha, just having a couple good players isn't enough to keep you up these days with the quality of the league, and Cunha is what is dragging them above that relegation zone.
Yeah, I can't see him staying at them for long.
Yeah, Cunha
after this season,
Cunha is on the move. I feel like after this season, he might go January.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Fabrizio put a post up this morning about something that he could leave in this last 2 weeks of January. That Wolves are listening to offers. And that
it's a lot of money that they'll get for him.
Yeah, they have to get a lot of money for him. He's been, but the thing is with Cunha, he's been everywhere before. He was at Berlin, Hertha Berlin. He was at RB Leipzig. He was at Atletico Madrid, and still he didn't really.
He's been
impress.
at top clubs.
He's been at top clubs before. Maybe I think that is a calling for him that he should stay in the Premier League.
Yeah,
because he is clearly good at what he does in the Premier League. But
could he be a replacement for
Visser? Yeah, literally perfect. I think he'd be a perfect replacement for Visser, for Brentford. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that he's Brazilian. Maybe I'm being a little bit like stereotypical. I feel like he wouldn't see that as a big enough upgrade to warrant a move.
Yeah,
even though I think it definitely is.
It is a big.
I don't
upgrade.
know how I don't know if he's an arrogant player like that at all. Or anything. But
he's a Wolves player. He's got to be.
Yeah, but then. Yeah, literally both of them I think have been double decent this season.
Yeah.
We'll move on to striker now.
I think we've got different ones here.
Yeah, we have.
You've gone with
Alexander Isak.
I've gone for Chris Wood. I think both of them are completely fair. But the reason that I haven't got Isak here is because Wood has been on it the whole season.
Yeah.
Isak has come into it recently.
More recently.
Hat trick. I think it was a hat trick.
Chris Wood did get a hat trick, yeah.
No, I'm talking about Isak.
Oh, Isak, got one as well, but I think Chris Wood got a hat trick as well, didn't he? This season?
I just think Chris Wood has been more consistent this season. Like, he got Player of the Month in October.
Yeah.
He got an average of 3 aerial duels winning a game. He's very good in the air, very good on the floor, very composed player. And it's weird because I wouldn't before this season, I wouldn't picture myself saying Chris Wood in the team this season.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But then especially when he used to be at Burnley back in the day.
But then you wouldn't picture yourself saying it about Cunha or Caicedo or Gravenberch.
Exactly. Season is full of surprises.
Or Sells.
I think it's very close between them two. I think Isak only has one more goal than him. So it's close between the two. I just think Chris Wood because he's been on it the whole season.
Yeah. Well, I think this run, the 8 straight games, Isak scored him. I think it was that's just something to sort of marvel at. That was really impressive. He's joined with Cole Palmer in second place for goals and assists across the Premier League with 20. So he's got, I think, 5 assists because I think he scored 15 or 16 goals.
Yeah.
he's literally imperative to Newcastle. They play not only to him, but they play through him. He's very important with linking up players with Gordon and Murphy. How Jacob Murphy's still kicking it. He's injured now, so they should be signing a right winger this January.
Yeah.
But yeah, he literally is so important to the way that Newcastle play. And now that he's found his feet and he's gone on this run, like, you notice how it correlates with Newcastle's form, because, you know, Isak scoring and Isak playing really well. Newcastle play well.
Well, I mean, at the game of the weekend, I think they lost. Was it the 4-1 loss? Yeah. He didn't even get a shot on target.
Yeah, so he did stink that up. But then he did get December Player of the Month.
Yeah, I know. It's difficult.
I think they've both been really good.
I just think Chris Wood. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's the like, you wouldn't expect it type of thing that's swaying me towards Chris Wood.
Did he play for West Brom, Chris Wood?
No, that was Jay Rodriguez. I think you're thinking of, because they both played for Burnley at the same time. I don't think he played for West Brom, unless I'm completely bugging.
I want to look it up.
Let me search it.
Chris Wood. I'm telling you, this guy did.
I really don't think he did.
Yes, he did.
He did.
I've got better West Brom. He played for West Brom for 4 years. He played for West Brom. Yes, he did.
It's not on there.
Go on his Wikipedia.
Wikipedia is fake.
No, it's not. You don't know what you're talking about, and you're a West Brom fan.
I don't remember him playing for West Brom.
Yeah, because he was between 2009 and 2013. But trust me, he did. That's what I did think. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
He did. He got 21 appearances. I just looked at it. He got 21 appearances and scored 1 goal.
What a great player.
Yeah. But, look, scroll down. Stats by club.
Stats by club.
Look, scroll up. You missed it.
Where is under 20?
West Brom there. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. I know more about West Brom than West Brom.
Shut up.
Anyway, yeah, I think both of those strikers have been very important to their side.
Yeah,
not only to their sides, but I think to the league, because there has been a thing recently, the last couple of years, with Haaland being so great, that people have been saying, like, we can't be the Premier League, the best league in the world, and have one good striker in the whole league.
Yeah.
You know, because obviously back in the day, Aguero, Suarez, Rooney, Van Persie, there was loads of good strikers knocking about, world-class strikers. And now I think we still kind of have a lack of world-class strikers. I think that
even Arsenal, for example, they've not got a world-class striker.
Exactly. I think the only striker you could even really call world-class in the Premier League is Haaland, maybe Isak, but still, I think it is good competition for the league, and it's obviously good to see players doing well.
Yeah, 100%.
But then the final player, I think, in our front three,
you don't really need. You don't even need to say who it is. I think they'll get it.
Literally,
it's Mo Salah.
Mo Salah,
running down the wing.
31 goals and assists halfway through the season.
It's just completely mental. 18 goals, bonkers. 13 assists.
Yeah,
it is probably his last year at Liverpool, isn't it?
He keeps saying it. I don't want it to be, but he keeps saying it.
I think he should be regarded as the second best Prem winger of all time, even Prem player of all time.
I think he's the best Prem player of all time.
Better than Thierry Henry.
He did it for 8 seasons. He's done it.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
He scored at least 19 Premier League goals for 8 seasons in a row. That's ridiculous.
I don't think so.
A winger,
I think it's
for
just
a winger.
I don't know. I wouldn't have that.
Give it till Salah retires, and then people will start saying that. People just can't say it because he's still playing in the league.
No.
But yeah, he's the face. He's the face of the league. He's best player in the world right now. He should win the Ballon d'Or. He just if he keeps us up, obviously. You know, just got in team season. He should get Player of the Year, but you know they didn't want to give him Player of the Month for December, even though he broke the record for goals and assists in 1 month because
that's probably because he was in team of the year.
Doesn't matter.
I know, but I do understand where they're coming from. They don't want to give him multiple awards.
And what do you mean second best Prem winger of all time?
What Prem player? I meant.
Yeah, because he's the best Prem winger of all time. Easily.
Yeah. I meant best player. Sorry, I didn't mean winger.
Because better than Ronaldo.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think he's better than Henry. Maybe give it a few years, and like you said,
when he retires, I think people will soak it in.
But not now.
I just think that's ridiculous.
But I think him being in the team of the season so far is self-explanatory because he's got 31 goals.
You can't argue. His first name you put down. He's been player of the season so far.
Yeah, 100%.
He's there. He is literally there.
Ballon d'Or soon.
Incoming. Soon. But yeah, so we'll go through Championship and then we'll come back and we'll do the joint up teams at the end. So it's all nice together.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll move on to the Championship then. Who have you got in goal?
So I've got Michael Cooper from Sheffield.
Yeah, that's right.
It was quite difficult. I was going between him and Trafford.
I've got Trafford. So.
I just think because Cooper, he's claimed the most crosses. He saved Sheffield multiple points so far.
Yeah.
And because it's always hard to go into a team that's already established as like they're fighting for promotion, they're fighting for the autos. Especially coming from a team like Plymouth, who are like projected to get relegated. He's fitting perfectly. He's got the second most clean sheets after Trafford and the second highest save percentage behind Trafford as well.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really difficult. I thought it was so difficult to choose between him and Trafford, but I just think Michael Cooper edges it for me. I think it's close.
Yeah. But... See, for me, it was just Trafford guaranteed because if you have to look at Burnley's defensive record, they've conceded 9 goals in 28 games, and I just think that is ridiculous. He's got the most clean sheets in the league, Trafford. He's got the highest save percentage over Cooper by 11%. And 9 goals in 28 games is stupid. Yeah. And he saved 2 penalties in the last game.
Yeah, I know. He did that on purpose though. Like his tactic for saving it, he was wasting his time getting in players' head. It was very good from him.
People were slating him for that on Twitter.
No,
I was just like, come on,
mind games.
Where's the integrity of the beautiful game gone? That is brilliant.
It's kind of like Tony's mind games, like where he doesn't look at the ball. It's, it's the same type of thing.
Exactly. I think it's brilliant. I think it was great to see. And he was really arrogant about it as well. Yeah. I was just like, yes. So keepers can rarely be arrogant.
Yeah.
About what they're doing.
Saving Pickford.
Saving when he's gonna get relegated probably. Saving 2 penalties in one game.
You deserve to be arrogant
about that. He will probably go on to be England #1, Trafford, over Cooper. They'll probably be the two battling it out for the next 10 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for me it was just him because of Cooper's been outstanding, especially for a keeper that's nowhere near as experienced as Trafford.
Yeah.
Even though Trafford's only have 1 more season, who's played more seasons in the Championship, Cooper or Trafford?
Trafford, surely.
No, because Cooper was at Plymouth last season and they stayed up, didn't he? So he had a full Championship season and then he's had this season. And Trafford was at Burnley last season and he was in the Premier League.
Yeah.
This is Trafford's first Championship season, but then he played in Premier League, I guess.
Yeah.
Not a lot, though, but yeah, still. He is definitely, I think for me, just because he's conceded 9 goals in 28 games. That's ridiculous.
It is mental.
That is just absolutely unfeasible. That is less than 1 goal per 3 games.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous. So for me, Cooper's been amazing. And he's just unlucky to be in the league at the same time as Trafford.
Yeah.
Because he can't be the best keeper, I think.
I think he can.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
If you look at it individually, then yeah, I can see it. But still, Trafford's got the most clean sheets and highest save percentage by 11%.
Yeah, I know.
Over.
I think Burnley have a better defence than Sheffield, though. So.
I don't know, but then again. Yeah.
All right, right back.
We got the same guy here.
All right, I've got Trahum.
Don't know how to say this guy's name, but
he's a player, cracking player.
It's either Whom or
Hummy. I have no clue, mate. I think it's Whom. He's played every minute of the Championship so far,
and he's 22 years of age.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
He's got He's got 7 yellow cards, so he's like a semi-disciplined player, which is better than most people at the age of 22.
And a lot of people who are 22 and play in the Championship come from Premier League academies or stuff like that. He, I think the last season was his first season for Sunderland in the Championship, and before that he was playing in the Northern Ireland First Division.
Yeah.
So, you know...
It's nice to see a player...
sort of come from out of the way and...
not just from Premier League clubs.
Not come down from Premier League or coming from Europe, as a lot of players are doing nowadays, because Championship is just getting a bigger and bigger league. But yeah, whom I think 22 years of age from Northern Ireland. I think who could you argue for this position? Bogle?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Hume is just
better.
Yeah,
better and younger.
This season he's just been creating a lot of chances. He's been really good.
Is Vitinho still the right back for Burnley?
Wouldn't know.
I can tell you Burnley's right back off the top of my head, actually. Oh no, Connor Roberts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not being at it. He weren't all that, you know, he got kicked out of the Leeds team by a 17-year-old out of position Archie Gray and stuff.
You know, I think another player that you could consider, you don't think it, I think Darnell Furlong could be up there. He's been very consistent.
Nah.
He's an amazing player.
Who is it that plays right back for Blackburn? Is it Brittain? He's been decent.
I'm not sure.
But he's I know right.
Yeah, Britain's been decent. But I don't know if it's the right back position that he plays. I know that Hume is just...
I'd still have Hume. Best end of story. Hume is...
best right back in the league, not player, sorry.
He is one of the better players in the league, I think.
Yeah, he is.
One of the better young players in the league. Sunderland's young side is just so fun to watch as well.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I think centre-back... I think the two centre-backs is kind of inarguable.
We've both got the same...
We've both got the same two centre-backs. I think you can't argue... You can't argue about these guys.
Yeah.
Because we've both got...
Esteve?
And Struijk.
Yeah.
Both of them are amazing. Obviously, Struijk didn't look too out of place. I think he didn't look too out of place in the Premier League for Leeds.
No, I don't think so either. I think he could be in a Premier League side.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. When you look at like Michael Keane and stuff kicking about in the league.
think he's one of the best centre-back, like the best centre-back in the Championship.
I think Esteve is the better centre-back out of the two. I just think he's better. I think he's younger.
He's younger. I think that's all he has going for him.
I think he just has that sort of like French, sort of like arrogance of style of play in the centre back. Like you see it in Saliba.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like he just does it. He's so on the ball. He's perfect, and then he'll just like make a muddy, horrible slide tackle, get up and brush it off, and he'll be going off again.
You see, I don't even know if I'd have Esteve if Sutar was like still because he got injured.
Yeah.
Probably. I think he has got recalled.
He has been
to Leicester
3 weeks ago. I think it was.
I think he could have been the player that I gave it to.
Yeah.
But Esteve, I just think because he's got.
Yeah.
I think it's 18 clean sheet.
Yeah, he is the best centre back in the league. In my opinion, he's the best centre back in the league for the best defensive side in the league.
Yeah,
and the best player in the defensive side in the best defensive side in the league. Because I think he is Burnley's best player, probably.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
only 2 yellow cards. Very disciplined player.
Yeah.
And his consistency has helped them stay in the playoff position. Like
even though they've dropped to 4th when they were like 2nd or something, but they're just not scoring the goals. And
that's the only thing.
You can't blame that on Esteve.
Yeah. I think in the future they will get autos. I can see them getting autos this season if they continue their defensive prowess.
Do you think Leeds will bottle it?
They bottle it every season.
Yeah, well they bottled it last year.
Like before that as well.
Yeah, true.
Like back before 2020. I'm on about.
They were
always getting autos, like just missing out on autos. And then they won it the same year West Brom went up.
Yeah, but I think both of these centre backs, Struijk as well. A thing to mention about him, is he's really good attacking wise as well.
Yeah,
obviously he takes penalties for Leeds, so he's one of the probably the most high scoring centre back
in the league
for in
the Championship.
In the Championship, yeah. He's had a really good average match rating. Struijk, two European centre backs. That's what I mean as well about players sort of coming in from abroad now. Struijk came in from Ajax. Esteve came in from Montpellier. I don't know how Esteve didn't make it at Montpellier, because I think Burnley definitely probably have a higher quality side than Montpellier.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, both of those two I think are locks. I think Harry Souttar did, and he was having a very good season, and he is a Premier League level centre back, but
injury.
He just got unlucky with injury in the last 3 weeks and stuff, and I think Esteves had some good performances. And talking about injuries, Struijk has just got an injury.
Yeah.
I think like last week or the week before, and he'll be out until like mid-February. But honestly,
he'll be back.
I don't even think that will hurt his shouts in being in the team of season by the end of it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because he
has been amazing.
Both of the centre backs have been like really, really good and solid.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's move on to left back, where we both have different players.
Yeah, I mean, I've got Burrows.
And I've got Dennis Serkin.
Why have you got Serkin then?
See, literally, Serkin and Harrison Burrows are neck and neck for me. But obviously, two very young left backs.
Yeah.
Harrison Burrows, 21, and Dennis Serkin, 22. And he's got. The reason I just had Dennis Serkin is because I think in a team like Sheffield United, like you kind of said within the whole Cooper thing and Trafford thing, how you said Trafford's got a better defence in front of him. I think it's inarguable that Sheffield United have got a better defence than Sunderland, and also I think Sheffield United have got a very sort of defensively based team.
Yeah, they do.
They have got some decent attackers in there, like Callum O'Hare and stuff, and Jezrak Saki. And who's up front for them? Is it still Kiefer Moore playing up front for them?
I believe so.
Yeah. So they have got some good attackers in there, but it is really the midfield, the defensive midfielders, the two that they have, and like Sousa's a brilliant player, and then like Gilchrist is coming out on loan. Harry Souttar was there.
Yeah.
Cooper's obviously. So I think it is very easy for definitely attacking-minded left-back like Harrison Burrows.
Yeah,
because he does a job at Cam.
Yeah, he's created the most chances out of every fullback in the league.
Yeah.
I think especially having Chris Wilder as your manager as well, as a fullback, it definitely helps your attacking game. It's very difficult to choose between the two. I feel like Serkin is better defensively.
Yeah, definitely.
And Burrows is just better overall. I think overall...
Like he played in the 10 2 weeks ago and scored twice.
It's crazy.
He will go on to be an extremely good player.
He was great at Peterborough as well. Yeah. But, and then he signed from Sheffield. He
scored in the Papa John's Trophy, is it?
Something like that.
The final at Wembley.
Yeah.
He scored the winner at the final at Wembley, and he was like Peterborough's youngest ever captain as a Peterborough United fan. That is sick.
That's like 20. He was 20 then.
Yeah, he was like 20. Which is brilliant.
He's not only improved his defensive game, but he's also improved his attacking. And
definitely he will improve his defensive game around the squad.
Yeah, 100%.
And the defensive manager, they used to play 5 back and stuff in the Prem.
Yeah, I think Burrows just takes it for me.
I think both players, player-wise, to be honest, I think Burrows is a better player than Serkin.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, because why have you got Serkin in team season then? But I think Serkin has it harder.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Playing for Sunderland,
he's not got the prowess of defensive players around him.
Yeah.
Like, while there's Sousa and Hamer, who are both very... defensively abled.
Yeah.
He's got Chris Rigg and Joe Bellingham as the two midfielders in front of him, who are both extremely attacking minded and both teenagers.
Yeah.
So a lot of the defensive side, especially down the left, because who have they got on the left? Like Romain Mundle, who is one of the most skillful players in the league. Like another teenager who doesn't really track back a lot, and just his main part of his game is attacking. And then, the midfielders go up and he gets kind of lost at the back. So
I know what you mean.
It's extremely hard for him, I think, to be in that position. But to be 22, come from the Tottenham Academy, to be 22, come through and just prove yourself like that.
Yeah.
It's similar to what Trihome's done, to be honest. But I just think it's very promising. I think he's had a harder job than Burrows. And I think he's done it equally as well as Burrows, if not better.
No, I don't see it being equally as well or better. I just think Burrows is just amazing.
I think they're both top quality.
They're both very good. I do see what you mean about Serkin has it harder. But I just think Burrows overall has just been a better player. He can do anything. He's very versatile, very consistent. As a 21-year-old, that's what you want to see.
I literally agree with everything you say. I rate Burrows extremely highly. He'll probably go on to play for England, but I just think Sirkin he's had a tougher journey this season, and I think he's doing a really good job at it.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Move on to the midfield.
Yeah, 3 midfielders.
Do you want to go first, or should I?
I'll go first.
All right.
I've got, to be honest, who I think is the best player in the league, in Ayo Tanaka.
Yeah.
I think he's the best player in the league. I think he's the signing of the season. He's not only extremely good on the ball, but he's extremely good off it. How they got him for 2.5 million? Someone had to have been fired.
Yeah,
from their job at Dusseldorf, because how you've let him go for that little amount is ridiculous. You know, his flicked goal he got was absolutely outstanding. Could win goal of the season.
Yeah.
The other week. Ayo Tanaka, there's not really a lot to say about him. He is just so smooth on the ball and a mainstay in that lead side. And you know they were so worried after they lost Kamara last season, but and as well as Archie Gray. And while they literally probably could have got away with just keeping Gruev and playing Gruev every week and still making a promotion push, they could have easily got away with that.
Yeah.
But they were like, nah, and they brought in the sign of the season and the best player in the league for me.
That is so. I don't know about that.
I think he's the best player in the league.
More than signs is crazy.
Yeah.
I've not even got Tanaka in my.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Not so far. I don't know whether it's a bit of bias coming in for me, but I've put in Alex Mowatt.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I don't think it's ridiculous. He's one of the highest rated midfielders in the league.
Alex Mowatt is a very good player, but
one of the highest rated midfielders in the league.
Yeah.
The highest rated West Brom player in the league.
Are we talking about like FIFA here, or
no? I'm talking about like match ratings.
Rating. Yeah.
Why would I include FIFA?
Because you're just saying rating. I thought you were talking about FIFA.
Match rating, obviously.
Yeah.
He averages half a foul per game, and he only fouls when he has to.
Yeah.
He doesn't he's a very disciplined player, very good on set pieces, and I think because he's had so many managers in the past, I think Carlos leaving hasn't affected him, and I just think he stepped up when he needed to step up. He's been even better since Carlos left.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I can't not put him in the top so far.
Because of your personal appreciation for him?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Because Ayo Tanaka has been the best.
Well, I think you're going to like Mowatt more than one of my other ones. And we'll get onto that in a second.
Yeah, but literally, Tanaka's been brilliant. I'd have him definitely over Mowatt. But then, who else have you got? Have you got 2 sort of more defensive players and then 1 more attacking player?
One defensive. Wait, like same as the Prem? Do you mean?
Yeah, like how
kind of. I've got Sousa as one of them.
Sousa is your other defensive player.
I think you will not see where I'm coming from on this.
No, I rate Sousa a lot.
He's got the second most tackles out of any player in the league. And Prutz, the presenter who used to play for Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah.
He said he's found his feet this season. And he's impressed how, with his size especially, how he gets around the pitch, because he's massive.
Yeah, he is huge.
He suits the league well, and there's no slouch on the ball either when he's on it. He just plays consistently, he plays amazingly every game. He's very hard to come against because of how massive he is.
He's so physically imposing. But the thing is, I rate the Sousa shout more than I rate the Mowatt shout.
Really?
I think Sousa deserves to be in there more than Alex Mowatt.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, obviously he was extremely hyped at Espanyol. Coming through, people were saying that this guy. I think I saw people calling him like the Brazilian Gattuso and stuff.
Yeah.
Because he's just a brute in the middle. I think he's very deserving of a shout to be in team of the season so far. I rate him a lot. Obviously, he didn't really get on it in the Prem.
Yeah.
But then I think as more of a physical player,
you'll do better in the Championship, I reckon.
I think it is very important to be extremely physical as a midfielder in the Premier League. But I think because he's struggled so much coming down to the Championship, he's gone like, hold on, I've got a hang of this now. Yeah. And I think Sheffield United will get promoted again. I think he'll be much more in his own sort of game. I think he'll realise, I've kind of got this actually. I
agree.
Although if they get promoted, they'll probably come straight back down.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, I rate the Sousa shout, definitely. I rate him more than Mount. He deserves to be in the more than Mount.
I don't think so.
Yeah, of course you don't.
Who have you got?
The final midfielder, the more attacking midfielder.
The
other defensive midfielder.
defensive one.
Well, I've got his teammate, Gustavo Hamer. I think literally you could pick one of it. I think they've both been as good as each other.
Yeah.
I think Hamer's definitely a better player. But
100%.
I think this season Sousa's kind of performed better, which is ridiculous because he has played all over. Hamer's done jobs all over the pitch. He's played on the left side because they play a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
Sousa's played. Not Sousa. Hamer's played on that left-hand side, that right-hand side. He's played in the 10. He's played in the hole as well.
Yeah.
I think it is best for him when he is in that hole with Sousa because Sousa is so massive. He can just sort of hold up the play, while Sousa pushes forward. While Hamer pushes forward. He's got 11 goals and assists already this season. So you've got to imagine if he, half of the season, if he ends up doubling it, 22, that's brilliant. And on the ball, he is one of the best in the league.
Yeah, 100%.
Because
he's so good.
He's so good, but he just sometimes he just can't be arsed. And when he turns it on, like we saw it, I think it was against Sunderland. He just sort of he ran the game. He picked up the ball at halfway line, like he'd beat 4 players and then he'd run through and have a shot on goal just because he kind of felt like it.
Yeah.
He's way too good for the league. He shouldn't be in the league.
No, I don't think so either.
Because if you look at that Coventry side where it was Hamer and Gyökeres that were the main two, look at what Gyökeres has gone on to do. And he must be like, I'm as good as that guy.
Yeah.
Why am I not getting my chance?
I completely agree. I think him going to Sheffield United was a good deal at the time, but he shouldn't have stayed.
No, after the
relegation,
he should have went to another promoted side probably.
And I don't know why they didn't look at him because I think he's an amazing player.
Yeah, literally. Or if I was Sporting, I would have gone in for a double deal.
Yeah, especially because they can play with each other so well.
Yeah, they got the cash. I would have gone in for a double deal on them.
Yeah, I agree.
Hamer is he's just.
I just think Sousa for me takes it because of this season.
Yeah. Is it sort of like a? Where you had Burrows and I had Sirkin, we've sort of switched it.
Yeah.
And I've got Hamer and you've got Sousa.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think Sousa's definitely... I think he's easily... If you're looking at straight central midfielders, like number 6s, stereotypical number 6s, I think Sousa is the best in that mould. I think Tanaka's not only the best player in the league, but I think the best 6 in the league because he's just... He plays the game like it's effortless.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Sousa, as a big sort of ball-winning midfielder brute, is the best at that.
Yeah.
Imagine them together though.
That'd be crazy.
Imagine Sousa and Tanaka, and then in front of them they've got the final man in our midfield, who we probably both have because you can't miss him out.
John Swift.
Yeah,
no. Azaz. It's got to be Finn Azaz.
Finn Azaz has been brilliant.
What is it? 17 goals and assists this season. Yeah. It's actually mental.
Like 8 and 9, I think it is as well. So it's balanced.
Yeah.
It's not like out of place. He's done the job on both wings as well for Borough because obviously Doak I think was out for a little bit.
Yeah. He's got the Championship Player of the Month. I think it was November.
Yep.
Each game he averages 8 entries into a box. That is crazy.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
He just sets up so many chances. He finishes the chances. And I think if he had a striker like, let's say Josh Maja, for example, he'd have even more assists.
Well, he has got Latela that has only got 1 less goal than Maja this season.
Yeah, but Josh Maja's better.
Yeah, but I think a lot of Latela's quality. I'd say Latela is definitely Middlesbrough's second best player. Yeah. After Azaz. No, actually Hayden Hackney. I don't know.
It's difficult.
But I think you're doing Latela a bit dirty there. I think if for a team to get promoted, I think Latela is a good enough striker for that job. I think he's a good enough striker for a team to get promoted.
I don't think he'd do it in the Prem.
In the Prem, I don't think he'd be good enough. But he is top quality Championship striker.
Yeah.
And he does get slated a lot, Finn Azaz, for his inconsistency. A lot of Middlesbrough's fans say one game he'll turn up and get 2 goals, 2 assists, and then he'll just drop off the face of the earth the next game.
Yeah.
But whilst he does get criticised for that, I think you have to just look at what he does do, because I think without him, he is sort of he is the key to Middlesbrough's system.
Yeah, he's imperative to be there.
Yeah. You need him in the 10 to link up the play from the great 2 CDMs they have. to the forward line.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think if you don't have him on the list, it's a bit of a
shock.
Bit of a shock, yeah. Like having the second most goals and assists in the league as a midfielder
is very, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the front three. Once again, another 4-3-3 we're building in here.
What are we going with first? Left, right, striker? What do we do with the Prem?
We went left first.
Left first, okay.
Yeah, so I think this is the man who a lot of people would say is the best player in the league.
I think he's the best player in the league.
He's top scorer, Borja Signs.
Yeah.
He's been. I think it is safe to say he's been carrying Norwich.
Yeah.
He's been carrying Norwich.
I mean, last season he was amazing. This season he's like even better. There's not really much to say about him. He's carried Norwich, like you said, and without him they'd like look a lot lower than 12th position on the table.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he should go to a Prem club next season and like an established Prem club.
He'd be a good Vissa replacement.
I think so too. I don't know whether I'd take him over Cunha. Like imagine.
Like if Brentford could sign one.
They'd sign Cunha. But Signs is a very good player. I think it's difficult to choose between the two because I feel like they're different players in like retrospect.
Yeah, but I think Norwich because right now they've got no Signs and they've got no Sargent.
So they're just struggling completely.
Because after Signs, the next highest goal scorer for them
Sargent,
is not Sargent because he's been out all season.
Is
that Cunha?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was on about best player,
and he's got 4 goals.
Yeah,
which is
nothing compared to
Signs. Nothing on Signs. Yeah, he is literally all they've got. He's all they've got right now, and they haven't got him, and they're going to struggle for the rest of the season. But that doesn't put a bad light onto his own performances.
Yeah, because he's been amazing.
Yeah,
I completely agree.
Yeah, there's not much to say about him. A lot of people would have him as the player of the season. I'd probably have him. I think he's second player of the season.
I think he's the best.
I think Tanaka's just been better.
I think this player has been the second best, better than Tanaka. I've gone with Josh Maja.
Yeah, that's fair.
12 goals this season. He has the best conversion rate in the Championship. He hasn't even played every game.
Yeah.
Sorry. 26.5. Shit. Sorry, I was about to say it didn't come out. Best conversion rate in the Championship of 26.5%. Most goals for a striker, and he's helped like shine through Tom Fellows, who's completely put the ball in for the box for him.
Yeah, Tom Fellows as well.
Suits his style of the play.
Suits his style of play massively. He needs a more supportive winger on the left, and he definitely needs more support through the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, 100%. We've not got a number 10.
West Brom are lacking. Swift is too old now. Dean Garner's
Swift is like 29, 30.
Yeah, but I think that's too old.
I just don't think he has the quality anymore.
Yeah,
when he came from Reading, he was good, but I think he's just fallen off a bit, especially after the Slim Shady trim that he got.
Yeah, not looking good.
It was not great, and it's annoying that Maja got injured last season.
Yeah,
because
you need you need like a Mawat type of player, a very creative player in that number 10.
In that number 10, yeah, but I wouldn't have Mawat there
because Mawat's so good from deep.
Yeah,
you wouldn't. But yeah, you definitely need a more... Because on the left, you've got brilliant players in Grant and Johnston, but they're just
They don't suit the style of play that we've got.
In a good way, but they're selfish.
Yeah.
Because they are ballers in their own right, but, they are very selfish.
Yeah, 100%.
They're not always trying to do what Tom Fellows does and get down the line and whip it in.
Yeah.
They could do that. Maybe not Colin Grant because he is a striker at heart, but, Johnston's got the pace to do that, but he's so good on the cutting in and stuff.
It doesn't suit Maja's style of play. But
do you know what I think?
You can't build the whole team around Maja.
I've just cooked here.
What?
You know what you should do? You should get a supportive left winger.
Yeah.
A left winger who can support Josh Maja.
Mikey down the middle.
And feed it, and Mikey down the middle because the energy he'd bring.
Yeah.
And finesse shots.
I can see that happening.
Like when Coutinho moved from the left to the middle.
I can see that happening.
That'd be sick.
Whether that will happen or not is a different story, but I can definitely see that happening, and I wouldn't mind that happening.
Yeah, because Tony Mowbray would probably just play a left back on the left wing.
Probably,
and a centre back in the 10. So
that's what I like about him.
Yeah, it's proper English manager. But yeah, Maja. Yeah, he's been putting them away. And didn't he get like a brace on the opening day?
Yeah, he did
against QPR.
QPR, yeah.
Yeah, so he's been on it all season long for the whole season. But yeah, I think he just needs more service because he's getting loads from the right,
but none from the left.
None from the left and none from the middle.
Yeah.
Unless it's long balls over the top from Mauer. But yeah, on the right wing, I'm sure we've got the man we've just been talking about a lot.
Tom Fellows.
Yeah. Yep.
Best youngster in the league.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd take that back. He's not that great. Prem Club shouldn't even be looking at him because he's not that good of a player.
Not at all.
He's rubbish, to be honest. Shouldn't even be on the list.
Yeah, but
I'm taking the piss.
The 10 assists, top assister in the league.
He's a great dribbler as well.
Yeah. He is very good.
I don't really know what else to say about him. He's 32 successful dribbles.
Yeah, we have just looked a lot
about into him with Josh
because him and Madger are the
staple players.
They are the dynamic duo this season.
He's got his own cross at the age of 21 where he like step overs, then crosses it in from the edge of the corner, of the corner, like on the box.
On the corner of the box. Yeah.
His crosses are amazing. That's why he's got the 10 assists.
Yeah, because more than is it half or more than half to Madger?
Yeah, exactly half. 5 out of 10.
Yeah, their link-up play is astounding.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just very important because he is a bigger lad.
Yes, he is.
He's quite a tall bloke, and he uses because he is fast, but he's not pacey.
He's not. No.
But he is. He's
like he wouldn't have the burners on
like Mickey Johnson's got or like Border Science has.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's kind of like fast enough to get running, but he just uses his weight to. What I really like about him, he's more of a traditional winger. He just uses his weight to hold off like the left back.
Yeah.
And then he works it off him, cuts inside, gets the cross in, and I think it's brilliant the way he plays. And yeah, he will go on to do big things. I think, whether it's at West Brom or not.
Hopefully.
But literally, next season, if they get in a left wing that can properly support Josh Madger and feed in, because imagine you've got it on the left as well, and now Madger's got 22 goals, and there's another guy with 10 assists on the wing.
I don't know if that will happen though, because I don't know if Tom Fellows will stay. That is the only issue.
Has he been linked away? To Ipswich.
He has been linked to Ipswich.
But then they just got Philogene.
Yeah, so
you're good.
Yeah, but like there could be another transfer come July or come August.
Yeah.
I think it's difficult.
What would you do if Cunha leaves Wolves and then as a replacement
he wouldn't do that. I don't even want to think about that, to be honest. Yeah, I don't see that happening.
No, it wouldn't.
He's the best youngster in the league.
I think.
Yeah, 100%.
Over like a Harrison Burrows.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. He's 21. He's got top assists. He's like last season he was good, wasn't to the quality that he is now. But this season he's completely stepped it up.
Yeah, for sure.
I love him. Great player.
He is incredible. He is so good at what he does.
Yeah.
He's an assist machine. He's on track to beat the record, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because what's the record's 19, I think.
Something like, it's around halfway through the season now, just over half, and he's on 10.
If West Brom, carry on the way they're going and kick it up a little bit, kick it up a notch.
Hopefully.
Maybe he'll hit 20.
Maybe.
But yeah, now I think it's that time where we go through and we combine the teams. So Premier League.
In goal, we both had Sells, so that's fine.
Sells, Trent, and Virgil van Dijk are
both locked in. I do want to keep Milenkovic over Murillo.
I'd take Milenkovic over Murillo. I think they've both been 10 out of 10. So literally, whatever one you want, we'll have.
Yeah, I think Milenkovic. Then we have Anthony Robinson and Kirkes.
Oh, I think both of them have been brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm not too fussed to. But I'm not too fussed to submit to
I still think Robinson.
Yeah, I think they've both been 10 out of 10. So whoever you want,
I think Robinson.
I will have. Robinson. Then we got the same midfield.
Yeah, Gravenberch, Caicedo, Palmer.
And then Salah is locked in.
Salah locked in. Yeah. Then Chris Wood v Isak and Cunha v Mbemo. I think the only reason I didn't consider Mbemo is because he's not been playing on the left.
Yeah, I have him out of position there. I do have him out of position.
That's why I haven't really considered him.
But Cunha hasn't been. He's been playing as like a left 10.
Yeah,
he's not been playing as a left winger. I don't think there's been an all too much impressive left winger apart from Gakpo.
Yeah,
but these two, I think
I wouldn't be against Mbemo, but
I think Cunha should definitely get a mention though.
The only reason I had Cunha was because of like the side that he's in and what he's done in the side that he's in.
Yeah, but you say the same thing for Mbeumo, like.
No, not really. Wolves' side is a lot worse than Brentford's.
Yeah, that is true, but it's still And
that's why I'd have him.
But who do you want for that?
I don't mind having Mbeumo.
We'll have Mbeumo. And then Isaac versus Chris Wood.
So my reasoning for having Chris Wood was because he's been doing it all season. Isaac is coming, although he was doing okay at the start of this season, he's not been where he is now.
Isaac's turned it up a notch.
Again, I don't really mind on this one.
I think we'll chuck Isaac in there because I think whilst.
Whoa, sorry, mate.
whilst I agree that Chris Wood has this season had the longevity.
Yeah.
I think Isaac, the level of performances, maybe stop doing that if you're going to keep falling over. I think the level of performances that Isaac's put in
I know what you mean.
Have been like Chris Wood has been a consistent 8 out of 10 performer.
Yeah.
Isaac's been putting in 10 out of 10 performances. So that's why I'd have Isaac. And I think we should have Isaac.
Okay, let's have Isaac then. I think I'd
Championship.
Let's say manager as well. I think I'd have Nuno.
Yeah, Nuno has been the best. I think.
Yeah, not really much to explain there.
I think, obviously Slot's been really good, but...
I don't... with the Championship, goalkeeper, I would not mind having Trafford.
I think the 9 goals in 28 games says it all for me.
Yeah. Then we've got Whom...
Together, and then Strujic and Esteve together.
Then we've got Burrows versus Sirkin. I think Burrows.
You can have Burrows. I think they're both been brilliant.
See, the midfield is where it gets a bit sticky. So
first things first, we're not having Mauer.
I think Mauer is more in there than Sousa is.
Out of how many individual players have we got? We've got Mauer, Azaz, Sousa, Tanaka and Hamer.
Okay.
5th place, Mauer.
No way.
Yes.
Sousa 5th place.
No. Sousa, I disagree. Mauer 5th place.
Sousa, Hamer, Mauer.
Tanaka. Okay, so Azaz is locked in.
Yeah. So Tanaka, I think, is locked in.
Tanaka we have to have. Oh, we have to have Sousa. I haven't taken...
No, I think Mauer.
I'd have Sousa or Hamer over Mauer. Okay, so
I don't think we're going to agree on this one.
Rank your 3.
I'd have Mauer, Sousa, Hamer.
Okay, so Mauer 3 points.
Yeah, that's what I'd have.
Mauer 3 points. Hamer 2 points.
No, Sousa 2 points.
Sousa 2 points. Hamer 1 point.
Then you would have...
I would have... out of Hamer, Sousa, and Mauer, I would have Hamer, Sousa, Mauer.
So they're all on 4 points.
Great.
All right, just put in the comments who you'd have, and then
we'll leave this one. We'll leave this one ambiguous.
I do think Mauer, but
I think Hamer, because Hamer's just so good. You literally said to yourself, on the ball, he's one of the best in the Championship.
If not the best. I know,
and he's got 11 goals and assists from deep, and he's played all over the place for Sheffield United.
I don't even think it's West Brom bias though.
Yes, it is.
I really don't. I just think he's just been an amazing player.
No. Okay. We have to do a final. I have to do a final graphic.
Then
I'll chuck Hamer in there. Chuck Hamer in there, but
chuck Mauer in there.
No, we're not chucking Mauer in there because he's not being that good.
Okay, what about if we have Sousa in there because that's in the
middle? The middle, yeah, we'll have Sousa because he's the middle.
Then we got our front 3. We both had Maja and Fellows. And we also both have Sainz.
So we have the same front 3. We have a very agreeable Championship. It's only the midfield that we saw two difference, and then left back and keeper.
Yeah.
So 4 different choices in the Championship.
And then in the Prem,
it was centre back, left back, and striker and left wing. So another 4. And
I think for manager in the Championship, I'd have Labrie.
Yeah, Labrie has been the best, and the way he's managed to pull Enzo Lefebvre.
Yeah,
that is also
crazy.
Ridiculous. I think Enzo Lefebvre could shut up our argument about Sousa, Hamer and Mauer.
You think?
Because I think by the end of the season...
It should
be him. It should be him.
Okay.
Because a player of his quality...
He should in this league, in the team of the season in the Championship.
He should run
completely.
Run it for the rest of this league. And I think that's such a statement signing. Because obviously the 3 you're looking at here is Leeds... Burnley and Sheffield United. That's the 3 you're looking at. But then even though Sunderland are in 3rd, but I think that signing's we're still here type of thing, which I think is very important. But yeah, that'll be
the end of the video.
That'll be the end of the podcast episode.
So we've got an idea for our next week video.
Yeah.
We need you viewers on it.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be another one it'll be part two to the like hot takes one. So that's what we'll say. That's what we'll say for now.
If you do want to be in the video, put in the comments and we'll give you a message.
We'll sort it out. Yeah, but we'll see you hopefully next week for episode 6.
Is it episode 6?
This is episode 5. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we're back.
All right. See you soon, lads.
We're back.